I find so unique about individual sports. It's like if you don't perform on the day, in the race, or if it's like you were talking about, you're a big fan of MMA, if you're not performing on the night, or like for boxing, if you're not performing on that, it doesn't matter. It's all about that whole preparation, your whole year, your whole life is going to lead to that start or that bell ringing. And I mean, the end of 2024 has been fantastic documenting this with you guys. You know, it's kind of really sort of showcased to me how important it is to look back. I've looked back at the different episodes and stuff like that, where most, you know, the first time you came, I could hardly walk at all. There was no weight bearing. Weight bearing now, this is ready to come off. And what I'm excited for in January is then we can start where I'm being way more active, and there's a progression in the planning and stuff. And then yeah, great to be back and speaking to you all.
Yeah, took a little week off.
Week off last week, to be fair, worked quite well. Last week the guys, my Spanish business flew over and we did our sort of Christmas do and stuff, which was really nice up in Cheltenham. So I was away Wednesday to Saturday last week, so it was pretty hectic, but worked out well. We had a good time, foot held up, I was walking around not too bad. Yeah, and it was just really good to be out and about again. I think that's, I'm very, like today, this afternoon, this comes off and my air boot goes on, and then I've got more freedom again to sort of, you know, walk around, even like down to the gym and stuff at the bottom of the garden. I can do that quite safely with an air boot on because the foot's protected. But yeah, I kind of noticed after that, you know, Monday just gone, I just feel like, I'm ready to get on a little bit now. Oh, here we go. All right, Scott. Hello, mate. That dog absolutely loves him, man. So they go out for like an hour and a half now. That's Hey, Vince, Scott, you all good? Yeah. Good. It's so handy that he. So, like I say, without Scott, I don't know what we'd have done. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, exactly. We'll get. Let's let them get out of the way.
You've not changed it yet?
Not yet. Comes tonight. So yeah, tonight. Next time when you see me tomorrow, I'll have a plastic air boot on. Yeah. Walking around everywhere. Yeah, exactly. Bionic legs. See you later on, mate. Take it easy. Yeah, like I say, so handy that he comes. Takes it because he's a lovely dog, and usually the dog is sitting right here, but he does, you know, obviously needs his exercise. But one of the things I've really missed has been walking him. Because you get an hour and a half every day out countryside. You know, we're lucky to have the Boxmoor Trust and stuff like that. We can walk around and everything else. It's just like you do miss that. Like just sort of, I've been doing my exercises and stuff in here, like the ab wheel and all that sort of stuff. But you know, a few banded exercises. So I've been keeping the body active, but not being out, not being in nature, really, it can affect you. Like, so I think, yesterday I was like, I'm ready to hopefully start doing some shorter walks, but, you know, more mobility. And at the end of January, then I'll be able to drive again. So, yeah, hopefully it won't be too long and I can start walking the dog again. Yeah, that'd be cool.
By the end of January, what sort of things in driving, is it going to be one of those things where you kind of just go for a drive and you'll be able to kind of experience, maybe you've got the windows open, you're just experiencing that fresh air, that being able to do something you haven't done for a little while.
It's just more.
Extra bit of freedom.
It's freedom, is what it is. Like not so much like, you know, I want to take in a bit more mobility, moving when I get the air boot on. But for driving, it's like, you know, if you've got a meeting or someone's coming to see you or whatever else, you forget, like even just going to meet a friend for a coffee or whatever. If you're not driving and you're not really walking, you're stuck a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So having that mobility, having the ability to be able to, you know, get around a bit more easily will be awesome. So I think we're looking at like the 20th of January to have that ready to go. Foot should be stronger enough then to obviously use the pedals and whatever else. So yeah, that'd be fun.
It's going through the steps then, isn't it? It's like from being dormant to then being able to drive.
Yeah.
Walking to then jogging running. It's like going through that ladder of steps to
absolutely.
get yourself back. So it's like ticking that next. Okay, we've done this stage.
Yeah.
And that's probably quite good for you.
Got it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That next stage.
Yeah, yeah.
Recovery.
Well, like we'll document like what's the plan today is, like I say, air boot will come on, so then I'll be able to the foot, doesn't always have to stay in plaster, which again it's going to be more comfortable to sleep. It's just going to be way better. And then I'll be working obviously with John of the full training plan, but John is going to liaise with Mark, who's my physio. So I'm actually going to email Mark in a second now, tell him the plan, and if I see Mark, probably might be able to see him this Friday, maybe, if he's got something free, to sort of talk about the benchmarks of what we're going to go for, our recovery time when I'm working with you. So I think the first step is to go through the definite don'ts. So don't do any impact on the foot, and then the do's. So I need to build up my cardiovascular again. I haven't done that for a month and a half now. Can I use the stationary bike? Can I use the assault bike? Can I use the rower? Yeah. Or is it a case of no? If you're going to do any cardio, it's going to need to be swimming, or the hand bike thing. So yeah, I'm just keen to. It's so like everything sort of happens. You plan everything, but then everything happens all at once. So we're planning with Mark, but until that comes off and we see what the foot's like, then he tests it. We can't really structure a detailed program. But yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to say, right, okay, do that, test it, do that, test again. Whether I need another MRI in another 5-6 months, just to make sure. Yeah. Then we'll work with that when we need to. But so far so good. I'm walking pain free, walking pretty effectively without the crutches. I haven't used them in a while. So, but obviously I don't want to get too carried away and do too much. So I'm really listening to the body. I'm just keeping the foot elevated, not sitting down with the foot down, just so the swelling and everything from the surgery is completely healed. So yeah, absolutely. Should be exciting.
Have you been? Of course, you were competing last year. You did a bit of indoors, you did a bit of outdoors. Around this sort of time, would you have been competing, or would you have been getting ready to compete? Would you say?
Ready for an indoor kickoff, I imagine. Was it last year, year before? I ran a 300 around the sort of Christmas time, which was cool. A different event indoors again. The track, because the track is a 200-meter track, and it's it's a way different experience to what I'm used to. And you can break in the 300 indoors as well, which I'd never do. You don't break in any outdoor 1 to 400 meter running, obviously. But yeah, and I don't know if like I say, I'm going through a process. So it's not like I'm like, oh damn, I wish I was there now, because I'm kind of ready to understand. Okay, look, I'm at this stage, so indoor season 2026. I think by this time next year, I'd have had like a year almost recovery. Well, it would have been a year recovery, working with you, working with John, and then we can plan the indoor season from there, like the masters and stuff like that. Yeah. I think it's important to do an indoor if you're going to run, if you want to run a good outdoor. I'm not sure just going straight to outdoor would be, because you don't really know, the race environment is still important to be part of. Do you know what I mean? Sure. So, but your first is 6th of Jan, right? 5th. Yeah. We were chatting. Yeah. But I'll definitely be there for the London Games. So that'd be a big tournament, right?
It's always a good meet. It's a high quality meet. They seed you based off of time, so you know it's going to be a good race. It's a race I've done quite a few times. It's a good one. Definitely excited for it. I think everything's coming around pretty quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
December already. It's been training for a while now, so.
Yeah. You can have a little day off on Christmas Day, can't you?
Oh yeah. I'll have some good food, enjoy, spend some time with the family. He's going to be here before we know it.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it'd be cool. It'd be really good. You're going to do great. It's the start of the season, gives you a nice feeling for the rest of the year. Do you know what I mean? So that'd be cool. Yeah. And then you're off to, after here today, you're going up to the Croft, see the guys. Yeah, that'd be good.
Stuff already in the pipeline. We're trying to get some more content. Really excited. It's been great.
Yeah.
Content. I just love having content, something that I can post, something that can come, something that the people can enjoy and that people can follow. I'm hoping people notice that we didn't get anything out with you last week, so they'll be more excited. This comes out on Friday.
Absolutely.
It's only a week off, but still, I'm so invested in it. I'm excited. I get to see it.
No, good man.
Full fruition. I want other people to come and see it and join you on your journey.
It's like you say. I mean, I suppose I'm pretty static at the moment, and the content will be much more, I suppose, absorbing when we're moving around and doing training and whatever else. But with the Croft, it's just such a, it's a beautiful place out in nature. There's so much up there to actually capture.
Yes.
Darren's story is motivational in itself. Like, he don't know how good he is at telling you it, but like, he started that from like absolutely nothing, like just a couple of bits he was doing in a few barns, and all of a sudden he's built the sort of, the facilities that he has up there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that one. That's going to be a good one to watch.
Sure.
So yeah, that'd be cool. And then like I say, other than that, for me at the moment, it's about the frustrating part is that I'd like to have a plan already in place to know what I'm going to do. Like in my mind, I'm like, air boot comes on tomorrow. I want to go and train tomorrow, but actually, there's no point for the next couple of days to do anything until we've got John and Mark understand where I'm at, and then we can make an assumption from there. But yeah, it's moving forward, and walking is a major thing. Just walking up and down the stairs without crutches is a major morale boost, and I feel like being able to walk around, like I say, in nature, go down to the canal or whatever else is really going to take the spirits up again. So yeah, it's worked out well, like timing wise through the year, because it's dark now, isn't it? Like, and it's I don't know, it's not like a huge amount going on. Obviously there is with Christmas, but you can just there's a lot of series to watch, and you can just chill and watch something on watch on YouTube or whatever else.
Yeah.
Did you see that guy in Australia, that Gout?
Yeah, oh my.
Whoa.
What did you run? Like a 10:04?
Yeah.
10:04. It was wind assisted, but 10:04 at 16.
It's
Whoa.
man,
And he just over 20 seconds, I think, for the two.
Yeah, it's.
It was 20. It was 2010.
Something like that, yeah, 0.1.
Something like that.
16 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, his stride pattern is insane.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It's great to see.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I just love seeing athletics talked about more.
Yeah.
And media coverage and things like that. I think it's exciting to see.
It's good to see that the big brands are out there. Adidas have already sponsored him. Yeah.
And they got on it quick.
Well, it's a good idea. Yeah, I mean, he's.
Do you know what? It goes
He's
to
got so much ahead of him.
Oh, mate, yeah.
It kind of just goes to show they're always watching.
Oh,
These brands are watching everything. They know what's going on, and they want to be on it. They have to be.
Of course they do. Yeah, it's the next the next potential superstar.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot that can happen from 16 to seniors, but from what we're seeing at the minute, I mean, it looks scary how.
Bolt.
Yeah, he's Bolt's record.
Did a 10:16,
Mm.
and he did a 10:04. So
it's exciting.
So
When you look at the race as well, look, he's an amazing athlete, but there's loads of work to do on his start. Because the first 40 meters.
slow.
Yeah, the first 40 meters, he was in second or third place, wasn't he? And then when his stride just picked up, it looked like he was floating. Yeah. I mean, that was impressive. So yeah, you do get to, like I say, because it's not great weather outside, you get to watch a load of things on TV, and that engages you and stuff like that, which that has helped. And obviously being able to work, like, that's game changing for me. So there is a lot of luck. I consider myself very lucky, but also I'm happy now that this is coming off and we can start moving around a bit more.
Sure.
Yeah.
When you're watching these things, do you have that kind of athlete mind that you're watching either a gout or you're watching sprint and you're looking at the things they're doing? Are you thinking like, I want to start implementing this, I want to work? Do you look at yourself and your own performance?
Yeah,
and
no.
Wanting to improve?
Certainly, like you always, if you're interested in a sport, like look at the movements that they're working on, look at different people's starts. Obviously, with myself being more of a 200 and a 400 meter runner, I look at a 100 meter like yourself start, and it's just so impressive that the power and drive phase is just so important for those parts, and that's what I was looking at when I watched that sprint. Some of these guys are just. The starts, part of that sprint documentary was where Coleman was going to US trials. Like Coleman didn't make it to the Olympics. I mean, one of the best sprinters ever. I think he still holds the world record for the 60 metres.
Yeah, the best 60 metres
Yeah.
of all time.
And didn't make it to the Olympics. I mean, on the day, that's what I find so unique about individual sports. It's like if you don't perform on the day in the race, or if it's like you were talking about, you're a big fan of MMA, if you're not performing on the night, or like for boxing, if you're not performing on that, it doesn't matter. It's all about that whole preparation, your whole year, your whole life is going to lead to that start or that bell ringing. And so I actually watched that one the other day where Coleman didn't make it, and I was like, man. And he took it well. Like, it is what it is, athletics. He'll come back again. That's,
not the end.
yeah, he's just
Is
got.
it the be all end all?
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes
Yeah.
they make it seem like it is, but it's not.
No, I mean, you know, but like just going back to him, like I was just watching his starts. His starts are insane. Like the drag phase into like drive. I don't think there's anyone that's had as good a start as him. So yeah, I mean, could you mimic it? Probably not. But like you go there and you do think, yeah, okay, we can work on this from the blocks. Like when I work with you and stuff like that. It's about how we develop the stride pattern and stuff like that. So yeah, it's cool and it's just nice to sit down and I don't know, like take a minute and I'm like want to review. I've done a couple of times. Where's my diary? It's up here. So like how I'm going to train. I'll probably Monday, Wednesday, Saturday will be my track days, and then the strength and conditioning will be the other times. Yeah, and then what extras do I do? You know, some more core stuff in the morning, some more activation, some more stretching. Because really and truly, as I'm getting older, mobility is going to be the biggest thing that, you know, if I'm gonna run fast, I've got to have the full mobility in my hips. You know, that's something that I haven't really ever considered before. Like I just thought, well, if I'm fitter and I'm stronger, then I'll be faster.
Yeah.
But actually, I need to be fitter, stronger, and have my full range of mobility to be able to run. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting to sort of work on that, work on the. Like I say, the warm up, we drill anyway. I mean, as we've always done, but you know, cool downs, making sure stretches are more implemented. Sorry. I mean, even when I went with you to the indoor and outdoor meets with the bands and stuff, usually I would do it for a minute, but it wouldn't be a serious part of my warm up. But you know, when I was with you, I was like, oh, yeah, he's properly serious. So we've got to really activate the hamstrings to make them, you know, fire and yeah, it's an interesting process. I'm keen to see how this foot reacts now. Like it's not, we've got to be patient with it. It won't be perfect like just by summertime. There will be little twinges and stuff and strengthening, but I think mobility is going to be the key to the success for the next couple of seasons.
I'm super intrigued on the recovery process because you always hear that there's always a set time that they give, and it's always difficult to give a set time in terms of recovery because it really depends on the individual. Different people's bodies work differently.
Absolutely.
For you, it could be 12 months. For someone else, it could be 6 months. For you, it could be 6 months. For another person, it could be 12 months.
Absolutely.
In 3 months' time, you could be feeling amazing and you're running again. And you're like, well, I'm 9 months ahead of time.
Exactly.
You have no idea, but it's kind of just taking it a day at a time.
Listening to the body, I think that's the main thing. Doing everything we can to make sure that's, you know, not bypassing any stage or anything like that. But like I say, it's going to be what it's going to be. So it's got to be either, you know, if it happens quicker, then great. If it doesn't, then still great. You know, still just got more time to perfect it. So that's the way I'm going to look at it. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly, man. That'd be good.
I know you're ready for it.
Ready to go. I mean, I'm kind of like, you know, see a lot of stuff online where it's I just can't wait for January. But for me, if I was ready, I'd just feel like I'm going tomorrow.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So I don't really want to wait till January. But yeah, that's just kind of like who I am. But yeah, January is always an interesting time in gyms and stuff like that. Like so stacked, busy for the first 2 weeks anyway, and then it flattens out again.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but like it's good to. I do find in January there is a good buzz around. There's that sort of new feeling, new year, and I respect anyone who goes to the gym, even if it's the first time I've ever been or they go every day. Like you know, fair play, you've gone there. But yeah, I like the feeling of January. January's a new start, fresh year. There's all sorts of goals that you can write down and try and achieve. I was thinking the next couple of weeks I'll be looking back at. I always write a set of goals that we want to kind of live to and achieve for 2024, which you know most of them have already done. So yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good, man. And then write again for 2025. Go out and get it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Did you say is that your training diary? So do you write down?
No, this is just my diary, training diary. I have that with John. Sends me with PDFs, and I put them in a booklet over there, which has got like my periodized sessions by date. So every single date's on there. But this is just sort of like my to-do list for today. You're in here, boot being fitted, AM routine, AM workout, some Christmas present stuff, and then basically it's just a work list to get done. And then I just go through it, tick it all off, and then so every day I do that. And then if I do like a sort of like my 2024, our 2024, me and Kiana and Roman, what sort of things we wanted to do, holidays and stuff like that, and you know, starting some new bits and pieces and new projects. So yeah, let's all go through it at the end of the year. Hopefully you tick them all off, and then anything you haven't, bring it over to 2025 and start again. So that'd be good. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. So what's it? I was going to say, what you got planned for the beginning of 2025? Do you go out for New Year's Day, New Year's Eve? Do you do anything?
Usually, for the last however so many years, I haven't done anything. And
No.
This year, I kind of want to change that. I'm trying to see if I can make some plans. So the time's going really quickly, but I'm going to see what I'm going to do. I think I'm racing in that week, so it's interesting. I'm kind of just taking everything a day at a time. Just kind of concentrating on keeping the body healthy. I just want to go out there, have fun, been training for however long, go out there and compete. And I've got again on the 19th, I've got that one.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Look at February. So I'm trying to find that balance of like patience and like waiting, but also planning. Cause, we haven't really planned for February yet.
You can do that in January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In January, so it's not a problem, so.
You'll see how you feel after the first race anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
There's always a space to be like, well, we might miss a couple just to perform better at the next one. So yeah.
Exactly.
When's the indoor finish? End of March? End of April?
March.
March. Yeah.
March.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You'll get enough exposure in the indoors as well, so that'd be fine. Yeah, I know a bit. Yeah, New Year's Eve I don't. Well, I think John's got that sort of 5 or 10k run thing that they host. It's like a little charity thing that they do. I just go and start. So on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, I don't run it. I just sort of go and stand there and go, yeah, well done. Like, just tell them to run down there, sort of thing. Help them out with that. Yeah. I'm not bad to run that, but no, that's not a little bit. But I just prefer. It's Darren, the guy who owns the croft. His birthday's on the 30th, so I always see him on the 30th.
That's December.
So that's when I sort of like have a couple of beers with him or whatever. Then New Year's Eve, chill, film, and then New Year's Day go out and have a walk or whatever. Well, hopefully I can this year. Again, you forget that, like, because I'll be like, oh yeah, New Year's Day I'll be going for a walk, and might not be. Yeah.
We'll see.
Might be. Won't be very far, but it might be. It might be. So yeah, we'll see, man. But yeah, I mean, the end of 2024 has been fantastic documenting this with you guys. It's kind of really sort of showcased to me how important it is to look back. I've looked back at the different episodes and stuff like that, where most, the first time you came, I could hardly walk at all, and there was no weight bearing. Weight bearing now, this is ready to come off. And what I'm excited for in January is then we can start where I'm being way more active, and there's a progression in the planning and stuff. And then, it's been good. So I can't wait.
Whether it's you heading down to Tesco to pick up your weekly shopping, whatever it is, we want to go there. We want to cover all the different aspects of your life, and
absolutely
in this recovery process, and definitely with the training side of things as well.
Yeah.
Will you mainly train out of that gym, or is there another gym that you tend to go to as well?
Well, that's very basic down there, so it depends on what the plan is. Cardiovascular, I need to go to. I'm a member at Pure, which is just a simple 24-hour one. Yeah, and they've got all their own machines and all that sort of stuff that you need there, assault bikes and whatever else. But so I could go there for my cardio, but like weights and I suppose machines. Well, actually, at the Croft Farm, they've got a gym there, which it's not for public use. It's private, it's his, but he's got all the resistance machines and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean. They're pretty high end, like techno gym stuff. Like he's got,
It's brilliant.
So I mean, I've got that option as well, which is nice because like you say, sort of collaborate with Darren, and like he's just so. You can just ask Darren for like any favour. He wouldn't think twice about just go up and use the gym whenever you want. So might do that, just depends. Obviously, I've got to be driving to use that. Well, I've got to be driving to get to Pure really. So. Yeah, we'll see. John is keen to get some sessions in at Pure, so it's stuff that where he'll run what we're doing and stuff like that, just so he knows where I'm at, and I'm not, doing any plyometrics or anything like that. So, so I'll be but on most mornings if I'm just doing a push pull with some weights, I can do that down there. Yeah, and the band exercises, I think that's going to be important, just for the foot. So. I'll just do them of a morning, and then anything extra we can do, we will. Want to get up the track again. Might even try it. He's up there tomorrow. A couple of guys have reached out to me about they're good boxers, these guys, and they want to get more. Basically, obviously for boxing and amateurs, there's a 2 or 3 minute work window in their round, and then they got a minute break. So obviously want to get fitter for that time. So speed endurance, I suppose, is a good thing for them, but I said to them, look, I wouldn't really know. I might be running 800s or 1Ks to get fitter in that sense. I'm not too sure, but they're going to go and see John tomorrow.
Really?
So that'd be fun. I might see if I can get up there tomorrow. Like I say, I have the air boots on and I'm feeling good, then I might see if I can.
What's that, in a day?
That's in the evening. Yeah, John's up there 6 till. He's up there 6 till 9 on a Wednesday, so he's there a long time. So yeah, we'll see what we're doing. We'll see what we can do.
Hills that John's been doing. I've seen some of the stuff he's posted.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah,
great hill.
yeah. Does look good.
Great
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
It's trail. It's
Where's that? Tring Park.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
He goes to some cool place. That's a really good hill.
Yeah.
Really good hill.
He does. I like the way that John trains people. He doesn't, if he's got the Just Run guys that he works with on those hills and stuff, they're more sort of like road running, marathon running time people. But there's groups for speed, obviously myself and you and whatever else. Middle distance with Rob and Jess and those guys, and throwing, hurdles, whatever. He's got different sessions for them. So it's cool. It's cool.
To all the needs.
He really does. Yeah, he really does.
There's a range of locations as well, and a lot of training.
Yeah.
If you want to start, you want to run, you want to run faster, come.
Absolutely. It is. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Having something like that is great. If you're a young athlete or an older athlete or anything in between, you just want to get better.
Yeah, I think if you just want to be a better athlete, that's the place for you. And it's nice. The track is lovely, and you can. It's lovely to feel speed there, but it is good, obviously, to train elsewhere. Running hills is savage. So it's just like once you do that a few times, that's quite a humbling experience. Them guys who run with him, they make it look way easier than it actually is. So but they're all doing really well. I don't.
Consistent. They're so consistent.
Yeah.
Every session they're there.
They're training all throughout the Christmas and festive period because of the London Marathon. A lot of them are running that, Manchester Marathon or whatever. I don't know when the dates are. They're early part of the year, aren't they?
I have no idea.
No, me neither.
Anything to get past
Yeah.
that distance.
I'm sure it sounds bad. Because I watch it, I think it's like March. I don't know. But anyway, whatever it is, it's impressive. And yeah, it's cool. But, I won't be doing it they're ever. But they're fair play to them. They'll all have fun. So we'll see each other in the new year, I think.